Thank you for the introduction, Guillermo and Marta. Also, a warm thank you to the organizers for this opportunity, which I'm unfortunately honoring remotely from the US due to a business trip. I'm the Director General of ETNO, the association representing Europe's leading telecom operators. We count on members like Telefonica, Orange, Deutsche Telekom, and much more, representing all of telecoms in Europe. Today's session points to a very important point. The telecom landscape is changing. The questions and reflections emerging in Spain are very relevant in all European countries. During my introduction, I will focus on three areas. First, I'll tell you more about Europe's ambitious digital decade targets and why the telecom sector is instrumental in achieving them. Second, I will elaborate on the strengths and weaknesses of our sector. Third, I'll tell you more about why I'm positive about the future of telecoms and, more importantly, of all European digital markets. Starting from a Brussels perspective, the European Commission introduced the EU Digital Decade targets. They are very ambitious, and they should be. So far, this decade has coincided with a forced digital leap. During the pandemic, it became obvious that digital services unite citizens, businesses, and public administrations. Schools and citizens that had digital access and digital skills could ensure remote learning during lockdowns. Similarly, SMEs that had cloud services and digital infrastructure did not miss economic activity. The EU Digital Decade targets wants to go one step further and set the ambition of achieving 5G and gigabit connectivity for all European by 2030. Also, it says that all SMEs and public administrations should migrate online. Europe sees the digital opportunity, but how do we get there? For a short answer, we'll get there empowered by the telecom sector. In Spain, the sector has already done a truly outstanding job. According to the latest Digital Economy and Society Index, very high capacity networks and fast fixed broadband are available well above other European countries. They're almost twice as widespread in Spain than the European average. This is not called luck. It's called telecom investment. We should praise the drive of Spain's telecoms industry and the vision of your policy leaders. But we also need to take a look ahead and ask ourselves, how do we take the next step? How do we bring ultra-fast networks to every single European citizen across 27 member states in Europe, including rural areas? This brings me to the second point. In the future of digitalization lays in telecom networks. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses of the sector in Europe? Our main strength is the power of investment we rolled out. According to Accent Partners, in the past 10 years, we deployed over €500 billion in investment. To say it in a more concrete way, this equals more than €1,000 per every European citizen. It's a solid basis, but the question is it sustainable over time? Also, is the pace of investment fast enough? The response, unfortunately, is no. Today, Europe still lags behind global peers like the US or South Korea in terms of both investment per capita, but also in availability of key networks such as 5G. There are many reasons for this, but let me name top three. Number one, fragmentation of our market is a major one. Just think that in Europe, we have 38 operating telcos with over 500,000 subscribers, while in the US, they have 7, and in Japan, they have 4. Number 2, high spectrum cost and scattered spectrum policy is another one. By end of 2021, European telecoms have already had to spend 25 billion euros just to acquire 5G spectrum from all the member states. Also, often spectrum policies becomes a tool to force new entrants into the market or impose heavy remedies. This is not helping investment. And a third area I want to mention is the difficulty that telecom operators have in monetizing the ever-rising data traffic. For this reason, the EU has recently said that they have started looking into this major asymmetry. How come telecom operators who invest so heavily in networks see all the value from the internet traffic go simply to the tech giants? We are very supportive of the work that the European Commission Vice President Vestager and Commissioner Breton are doing to look into this. It will be crucial to tackle imbalances. Despite these weaknesses, let me give you several reasons why I'm very positive about the future of our sector, and most importantly, about the future of our European digital society. First, I see a stronger, clearer understanding from all citizens on how relevant and important digital services are in their lives. We learned it the hard way during the pandemic, but digitalization is one of the few silver linings of the past years. Also, companies have embraced digitalization with a fresh sense of purpose. From telcos to SMEs to manufacturers, everybody is now aware that digitalization is the way forward to ensure a more inclusive and less polluting society. Second, there is a very strong shift of political vision in Europe. Politicians and policymakers from Brussels to the capitals have decided to sharply strengthen and step up their efforts in creating a stronger digital Europe. They have started addressing fairness and imbalances in digital markets, as they did recently with the Digital Markets Act and the Digital Services Act. They want to create more opportunities for all European companies and European citizens in the digital space. Also, they are increasingly aware that regulation is not enough to conquer digital spaces. We must build our own homegrown innovation and make it flourish. We must compete also by creating strong European digital sectors that go out in the world and establish new standards and sell successfully services, just like we did in the 90s with the GSM standard. Let me wrap it up by telling you what I think should be on our radar if you're interested in European policies for our sector. Look out for the debate on consolidation. We're still too fragmented, and we need to build some strength inside our markets as a stepping stone for building meaningful European scale. Look out for the discussions on big tech contributing to digital networks. This is about fairness in internet access markets and can give Europeans new resources to significantly speed up 5G and fiber rollout everywhere. And as I briefly mentioned, look out for a sustainability debate. The awareness of the green transition requires digitalization can be a significant driver of transformation for all of Europe in the near future. Green and digital go together. To conclude, let's be proud of the telecom sector. let's continue working hard, and let's stay alert on the policy development. Thank you.